Jay Davis, also known as Dr. J, the groomer. Graduated from New Tyler Barber College in Little Rock, Arkansas. Cosmetology School, Paul Mitchell, Arkansas. Washington Barber College, instructor license. Growing up was cool. I was a military brat, so my father was in the military, and it was three of us, three boys, and we traveled, lived in about 4 or 5 different cities, and it was loving. Both my parents were still together, are still together, and I had a lot of friends and family, and I think that the way that I grew up had a big influence on what I'm doing right now in this industry. So the first time I picked up a pair of clippers was when I was 12 years old, which is about 22 years ago from now. Can't remember exactly what year that was, but at 12 years old was the first time I picked up my first pair of clippers, and the first pair I picked up were a pair of Andy's Masters. So I used to cut with them and line with them as well. So it's barbering was not my first profession. Then again, I could say maybe it was, because I was 12 cutting all the way through high school. I actually charged $5 for these haircuts, so technically it was my first profession. However, in middle school I had a job with Parks and Recreation at about 15 years old, and in high school I worked at McDonald's. And I've only had 2 jobs after high school. I worked at the Human Development Center working with people that had different problems or whatnot with themselves, mental retard. And my other job was Home Depot. Worked at Home Depot while I was in barber school, and that's the last time I punched a clock for someone, 2005. My mentor, I guess, through life I really didn't have a mentor. I always wanted a mentor, but during the process of going to school, I really didn't have a mentor. I would just find myself really just looking up to those who I felt like they were doing more. As social media arrived and I started seeing different barbers in the industry. Now, as far as I am right now, my mentors are people such as Curtis Smith, DL Master Barber, Kenny Duncan. Those are just a few people to name. I would say those are my 3 top mentors right now. Mentors are necessary because it's always just good to have someone that can give you or help give you some direction. To be able to give advice, because they've been through things that, that we're about to go through, or, maybe just give us some direction on some things that we're about to run into, and some advice on how to deal with certain situations because they've done it. And so it's just very important to find someone that you could be up under, someone that's going to motivate you, challenge you, push you to the limit. My mentors have brought the best out of me, things I really didn't know about myself, that different qualities that I had and traits, they were pulled out of me by my mentor. So I believe it's very key to have someone that can help guide you, look up to. We don't know it all, so it's just always good to have a mentor. Okay. I think what attracted me to the barber business was, for one, I like to look good, and a barber could never really get me to. I really didn't feel like I looked the best when people would cut my hair. I felt like I could look better, so that's actually why I started cutting my own hair. And so that's part of what brought me to the barber business. Another thing was just, it's something that I had a lot of passion for. At 12 years old I was cutting, and I really didn't know that I was going to be a barber. Went to regular college first, and always cut hair. And just something told me, my intuition told me to go to barber school, and it was the best decision I ever made. Went ahead and pursued that, and I just love making people feel good. The results I get, the end result I get from transforming someone, and on top of that, the money, because I didn't want to be a barber at first because of the money, but I'm blessed to be a barber now because of the money and the relationships that are built along the journey. So I currently own Master Barber Grooming Lounge located off of 1499 Regal Road, Suite 21 in Dallas, Texas. We're actually right here in the shop as well right now. So we opened this a few months ago, April 2019, and we're a luxury grooming lounge here in Dallas, Fort Worth. So if you're here in the city, you're looking for that upscale service, we offer unlimited services, from shaves, hot towel shaves, to great haircuts, to razor lines, from even hair replacement to micropigmentation. So the sky's the limit here at Master Barber Grooming Lounge. When I'm doing my craft, I love it. You know, I love it. I get so much joy, and I feel so good about what I'm doing and what I'm creating. It's just a great feeling to get up every day and to know that the next day I'm perfecting my craft and mastering my craft. So to see myself grow and to see the smiley faces on my clients, you know, just to see the feeling and you know, that they receive from the service is just phenomenal. You know, I love it. Every day I love it. Okay. The cut I like performing the most, I would say, would be probably the drop fade. The drop fade, and I would say, like, no specific fade, but just fades that are challenging. So I would say, like, not a specific fade, but something that a client may come in and have something totally different than the typical customer that walks in. So I really like challenging haircuts. I would say the comb over is one of my top cuts as well that I like to do. The tools that I use are the Fabulous FXs. I use the wall reflectors and the T outliner with the modifier blade from my business partner, William McNeely. You can get the blade online, WillMcNeely.com. Also, the Fabulous liners, the gold liners. Those are my favorite tools. Those are the tools that I'm using currently right now. The barbershop I feel that's best for me is an upscale grooming lounge. I say even more so suite for myself. I do believe that when starting out in your building, that it may be better for some barbers to go to a neighborhood barbershop. That's actually where I started at. I was in Little Rock, Arkansas, right in the middle of the city, right next to a lot of residents. And it was good to be able to start there and grow and build clientele and build a name for myself. But as I grew, I outgrew the shop, and I went to a more personal area, and I got a suite, and that's been the best thing, you know, for me. However, we opened up this shop, and you know, I'm currently working in back and forth with the teammates and out of my suite as well. So you know, I like to do both, because I like to be around people, but at the same time, a lot of the services that I offer don't require me or will require me to be, you know, privatized or whatnot. So my relationship with my clients are great and understanding. You know, we have a very good understanding of each other. Communication is open. I always make sure that they communicate, that we communicate, so we're on the same page, whether it's dealing with the haircut or, you know, dealing with the schedule, being late, or if it's, you know, just anything, something specific that they need. They may be going through in life, they might need some advice or whatnot. So, you know, I always ask that we communicate so we can help each other. You know, this is a building situation. So, you know, I've had a lot of clients, or I won't say a lot, but a few clients that I've had to cut ties with because of lack of communication and lack of respect for each other. However, you know, I keep the communication open. I'm very upfront with my clients, so they know I mean business. And as long as we on the same page, you know, relationships are good. The booking platform that I use is currently Squire. Our shop is sponsored by Squire. Squire has worked great for us since we've opened. I was using StyleSeat prior to Squire, and I would say right now Squire is at the top of my list for being one of the best booking sites. I would be open to trying the app like Frame. I believe it's going to bring me more exposure and you know, put me in another network. So I'm down for anything that's going to help the business grow. Working with celebrities has its, I would say, its ups and its downs. So far for me, it's been, I would say when I first started dealing with celebrities, it was cool because it's something that I always wanted to do. However, I'm a realist, and so I just kind of hate dealing with, I would say, people that aren't real and 100. And so, I think I don't know, I think it's something that it's kind of like I want to do them, but I don't. I just want the real ones, if that makes sense. The ones who are going to respect me for what I'm doing, the ones who I don't have to negotiate a price with because they feel like I need to cater to them or I'm on their time, and I just don't operate that way. But lately, I've had great relationships and with my celebrity clientele, and it's I think it's all about what you make it and how you build a relationship. And so recently, I've been traveling with a few of my clients, and they introduced me to a lot of more clients and different things that could help me grow, and vice versa. And so, like I said, it has its ups and downs, but lately it's been fun. It's been cool. Looking forward to seeing what the future holds with these guys.